Just over the past 10 years, the top 20 companies in this sector have destroyed $157 billion worth of capital. Over the same time frame, they've made almost $130 billion worth of cash. And we're looking at pretty stratospheric numbers. And the way that that capital has been destroyed is by investing in new and greenfield projects that have yielded very little, and in fact have yielded zero return on capital. Okay? And then here's another big problem with the sector, which I think is maybe the root problem, is that the management teams in the sector have very low ownerships of the companies that they lead, right? Average insider ownership rate, management, top managers, founders, what have you, is about 0.4%. Okay? That's a fifth of the next lowest insider-owned industry that we're aware of, which happens to be in the natural resources space as well. So these management teams really aren't incentivized based on share price performance, but their yearly cash bonuses, which tend to be very generous, are calculated based on how large the reserves of the companies are and how large the production is, and how large the production profile is. So what happens is when the price of gold goes up, the share price of their company might go up, their cash flows certainly go up, the bankers throw a lot of capital at these companies, they use their share price and their cash flow and that capital that's newly available to them to buy the biggest gold mine that they've been looking at buying and that they've been interested in buying and adding to their collection of assets. And for maybe a year, they make a much higher compensation. But when the price of gold then goes down, their cash flows dry out, their share prices decline, and now they have leverage to contend with, and they could potentially face liquidity problems, right? And so they sell the very asset that they had bought, often for pennies on the dollar. And you rinse and repeat this process over a cycle, and you end up with an industry that, even though fundamentally very profitable at the operational level, will, through an extraordinarily non-judicious allocation of capital and business development, destroy the kinds of capital that this industry has destroyed over time.